Hello there. Observe the webcam. That's a new thing. I borrowed it from my roommate. Observe the potential green screen. I also obtained that from my roommate. If I seem a little disgruntled, it's not just because of the botched blood donation. I'll explain. It's also because I did this whole spiel already, and my mouse does this epic thing where it occasionally double clicks. So I did click record, but it's the same button as stop record. So I already did the whole spiel. So I will do my best to do it again, but it's never gonna have the same magic. And I'm not taking down the green screen to redo the gag. In summary, how this was supposed to play out. I walk in. I say, hey, check this out. Then I rip off my shirt and I show off my double trouble donations because I woke up early this morning to go to the Red Cross. They gave me a bag. They said, hey, thanks for giving platelets or plasma perhaps, because I'm cooler than just giving normal blood now. I like giving blood. You know, needles don't scare me. People need it. So I go there, I'm gonna give platelets, which requires 2. One of them's the inroad for saline and the red blood coming back. The other side is where they wrench out everything, and then they got a machine to filter out both the platelets and the plasma. I guess you can choose which one you want to do, but I chose to do both. So finally, I got 2 needles in me, and the guy's like, all right, here we go. And then he heat seals this little gamer bag with a little blood in it. And I was like, oh, you know, I usually go to volunteer centers. Here I am at the American Red Cross headquarters, and they got different equipment. He's like, yeah, well, I got this heat sealer to seal the tube. And he seals it, and I'm watching him seal it. It looks normal to me, but I'm a mere civilian. Apparently he seals it just too hard and it like melts through the tube, and somehow that is like, whoop, we have to stop. He looks at me calmly. He's like, yeah, so we have to abort. This is completely done. I'll get you cleaned up. And I'm like, whoa. Instead of spending 2 hours watching YouTube on this little gamer TV they had, it was like, whoop, in front of you, you're double pinned up and you just scroll through. Some people could do Netflix. I chose YouTube. I got some stuff on my watch later that I'm more interested in than Stranger Things. But you know what the strangest thing was? Not having to commit 2 hours to that and being able to come here and make this video. The gag was gonna be that I was gonna set up the green screen while explaining today's topic. And it was gonna be a nice little back and forth. I'd cut it nice and there'd be music. I already did that. I'm not gonna take down the green screen just to do the gag again. So I'm gonna tell you the little story, and then I'm gonna stop recording, which is how I noticed it the first time, and then watch a video on how to properly set up a green screen, and then it'll be set up for this and future videos. Today's topic's life goals, or perhaps a value statement. Let me explain. Perhaps you don't like the idea of setting goals because some crusty, crotchety lady teacher person when you were young was like, okay, today's assignment is to make SMART goals and they have to be timely and reasonable, and it makes it like homework. And I think where your life is going shouldn't feel like homework, and I'm gonna try to make that happen today. With the camera, I have to gesticulate higher. So SMART, SMART, goals. Don't remember what it stands for, it doesn't matter. Today it stands for something M. Edwards oughta retell you. But instead of goals, we're gonna talk about value statements. Goals can be specific, and maybe they should be specific, like go to the gym 3 times a week for 4 weeks. That's pretty specific. That's not a bad goal. But I'm saying you might get farther with a value statement because you can kind of use it to motivate your decisions. You set it out and then you say, is what I'm doing in the right direction as that goal? My example, my value statement is, the goal of my life is the health and prosperity of my children. Full stop. And then whenever I'm doing anything, I can just ask if it contributes to that goal. So health, prosperity of my children. Health and wealth would rhyme, but it felt weird for me to say that. I think prosperity is more broad. I think it relates to having options, not just money. And usually it's the same thing, but not always. In life, I ask myself, does this help me with my goal? So, children. I don't have children yet. Apparently, you can't just take off a piece of yourself and have that spawn a person, kind of like a plant makes a seed. You actually have to put in some work, and it doesn't happen for free. So I'm not there yet. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm in no rush. I got time. So clearly, having the children exist is part of the goal, but I'm thinking long term, let's imagine the children already exist. Their health and prosperity. So the prosperity part, making money. I'm a software developer. I make a very reasonable salary. And if I wanted to make more, it wouldn't be just to flex. It would be to better prepare my children or better have resources for them. I don't need to worry about flexing because I've got a very good car. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing ever goes wrong with my car, so why get a new one? I don't need to be flashy. I am a humble person with a humble car. So where would the money go? But it's like also like if you're just being humble, maybe you wouldn't care about raises. Maybe you're like a minimalist or you're frugal and you don't need more money. Well, I don't need more money, but again, the entire goal of my life is the health and prosperity of my children. Why not make the children more prosperous? And thus I will aim to make more and more money. I hope to be making 6 figures before 30. That strikes me as very reasonable if I get my act together and stay the course. Also, the health of the children. This one's a little more connected to the partner, so easy. What's your type? Healthy, you know, like if you're a total obese fatty, you are more comparable to like a set piece than a person to me. So I'm sorry, I'm not gonna make a kid with you. I don't know, it's that simple, you know, you have to be healthy. Also, if you're curious what other traits are attractive, might I suggest the most attractive trait, which is a video I made before, and health ties into that, I would say. And then also my own health. So it's like, oh, well, what are you at 24 doing for this crazy long-term goal that you don't even have kids for yet? Well, my own wealth will be my kids' wealth. My own health will relate to my kids' health. I mean, obviously it's not a one-to-one transfer, but the more I learn about health, I don't know, making my own kombucha is pretty cool. I don't think a lot of people do that for the sake of their own health. They might do it as a fun craft, but it's like things to keep in mind. Health, prosperity, children. Obviously, having children is on the agenda as well, so I can't just focus on my money and my health and not care about being attractive, but lo and behold, having money and having health are attractive traits. And thus, I'm sure a kid will appear in my lap one of these days. I've got the stork on speed dial. Had this recording gone the way I wanted it to originally, I'm checking now, it is recording. You would have had me explain this as I was setting up the green screen, but as you can see, it's mostly up right now. Obviously, it's not perfectly sized. I might have to pull it closer to the camera for it to work, and then I'll have a little less room for the chair. But I got a little gamer light here. It's like a ring light and it shines on you. We'll try it. I could probably try it right now. I was using this little hole here as a stand for my gnome. My mom made this. Isn't this awesome? Look at this little guy. She knit it. She made a whole bunch of them. There's many like them, but this one's mine. So he'll just go back to the stand. Let me get the light set up. Alright, so this is after putzing with it for a while. I think it looks okay. It's not amazing, but it's pretty cool. I mean, look at me. I'm in the zone here. So peaceful. Oh, that is good. It looks better when it's smaller. Look at that. And I could totally just be here. I don't know how big I need to be. The bigger I, like you can see if you look, well, if you look at the edge of my hand, it's kind of greeny green, but that was all for free. Like it was just built into OBS. You can see the seam here. That's where the thing was folded, I guess. And you can also, when I go like this, you can see that I have a light down here, but that's fine, I think. Okay, so life goals: health, prosperity, children, audio-visual setups. That's the fourth most important thing in life. Green screens, for example. I could probably do some fun stuff. Maybe if I like Google some place I can be, that might be fun. Let me try that quick. Oh my God, what's going on here? The penguin are getting attacked. Thank you for watching. Options abound. Be careful with your blood tube heat sealers, because sometimes you're double pricked up on a Saturday morning. Thank you for watching.